I am Bharat Kumar Verma. I was a professor of English for 32 years. I am creating some videos on literature and on great people, both good and bad. All of you might have heard the names of these people, but you may not know the details of their lives. Today I am dealing with Adolf Hitler, who lived between 1889 to 1945. He was perhaps the only notorious leader who lived both in the First and Second World War. Adolf Hitler was the dictator of Germany from 1933 to 1945. And the leader of the Nazi party, which was a notorious party at the time. He played a central role in starting World War II and was responsible for the Holocaust, in which about 6 million Jews and millions of others were murdered. His early life was quite interesting. Born on April 20th, 1889 in Braunau am Inn, the name of the place. He wanted to become an artist and applied to the Vienna Academy of the Arts, but was rejected. Just imagine a later dictator wishing to enter the fine arts section. He served as a soldier for Germany during World War I. His rise to power is also quite interesting. He joined the Nazi party after World War I. He became known for powerful speeches and nationalist ideas. A combination that can create something great. But here, his greatness was that he misused his power. In 1933, he became Chancellor of Germany. Soon established a dictatorship, removing political opposition and controlling the media, education, and police. He had some policies, some major policies and actions, which were also quite destructive. He promoted nationalism, but that is okay. Militarism and racist ideology. The last one, racism, is a very dangerous kind of principle. He invaded neighboring countries, leading to World War I. Simply attacking a country and creating a confusion was a kind of joke to him, I think. He ordered aggressive expansion across Europe. Europe has many countries. So he wished to fight a war against all these people and then catch hold of these countries. The Holocaust. The Holocaust was the systematic persecution and murder carried out by Nazi Germany. There were concentration camps such as Auschwitz concentration camp. They became symbols of these atrocities. He had a detailed kind of a life wherein he thought only of these things. Hitler remains one of the most studied and condemned figures in history because of the destruction caused by him during World War II and the Holocaust. His role is often examined to understand dictatorship all over the world, propaganda, the most dangerous thing, PR work, racism, and the dangers of authoritarian power. These combinations actually made him notorious throughout the world. Adolf Hitler, instead of all, despite all these things, had a romantic side, a very interesting combination. He was actually in love with Eva Braun on April 29th, 1945. But though he was in love with her, he did not tell the world that he had a girlfriend like this. So he kept her in a secluded place where no one knew her and whether he was married or not. But the kind of love he had was very, very deep. And if you want to know about Eva Braun, there are some details available. Eva Braun was born in 1912 in Germany. She met Hitler in the late 1920s while working in a photography studio connected to Nazi circles. It was a first-time love. They looked eye to eye and he fell in love with her and she fell in love with him. Their relationship was mostly kept, as I told you, private from the German public for many, many years. Their relationship was very interesting. Eva Braun lived a largely secluded life and was rarely involved in politics. Hitler carefully maintained an image of complete dedication to Germany. So he avoided publicly presenting himself as a family man. He thought that presenting himself as a family man would destroy his image. Braun spent much of her time at Hitler's mountain residence, where nobody went, in Berghof in Bavaria. Here we stop today's video, and we will continue with it in the later videos. However, Hitler was an interesting person in his own right, but a destructor, a dictator, and the world now knows him as a dictator. He is an example of that. Thank you very much for watching.